Good evening from the Casino di Venezia, Malta. We are here with Mel Judah. Mel, welcome. Thank you for joining us for the European Masters.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Why don't you tell us how you got into poker?
Well, when I was a kid, I used to watch my father play, and I learned from him how to play the game at a different level. And ever since then, I haven't stopped playing, and hopefully it continue the same way.
Can you share with us maybe one of your or your best poker experience?
There were a couple of them. I won my first bracelet, and I won a WPT event. So those two would be the most important, but the main thing was I was with Stu Young in the final table outside the Fremont Experience in Las Vegas, and I think that would top the lot because that's never been repeated again. And he was a legend in his own right.
Why did you choose to be sponsored by Venice Poker Club?
Well, I have a friend of mine whose name is Michele, Limongi, and he's Italian, and I suppose being an Italian site, he thought it would be good for me to join Venice Poker Club. And I must say, it's a good decision because I really enjoy being here.
During these huge tournament events, which are very tense, what do you do to prepare? How do you get mentally ready?
Well, if I know it's a big event and I know that you are going to be there for 3 or 4 days or maybe longer sometimes, and you know that it's going to be stressful because it takes that long, normally you try and go to the gym or you just try and relax, because the longer the day takes, the more indecisions a lot of them are going to make, because people get tired and they don't know how they're going to react at that time of the day. So I think it's very important that you keep yourself mentally fit and physically fit.
What advice do you have? Can you give young upcoming poker players?
I think the most important thing for young poker players today is that a lot of them make a lot of money playing online, and some of them make a lot of money winning a major event. But the most important thing is for them to keep their foot on the ground and not think they're too good. Because later on, to be in this industry, you're going to last a long time. And if you're there for 10, 20, 30 years, you've got to make sure you have the financial backing to keep it up.
So we're now on the final day of the European Masters. Can you tell us a little bit about how you found the venue, the event, the atmosphere?
Well, I was really surprised. I thought it was a fantastic setup they've done over here, because I saw it as a casino before, and I think it's got a lot of potential of having a lot more events here, and I think a lot of other companies would be interested because the people here are very friendly, and I think it's got a lot to offer. It's also very safe, Malta. So for a lot of people to come here and play in an event, they like the security and the easiness of the whole thing. Plus you've got the water and you've got a lot of tourism to see here. So it could be one of the major attractions in Europe.
So Mel, thank you very much. I know you will be commenting the final table soon, so I'm going to let you get ready. It was a pleasure to interview you.
Yes, it should be nice. I think the 9 that will get there, should get an exciting final table, and hopefully we'll see a lot of action on it as well. Thank you.
So, good evening. We are here from the Casino di Venezia with Michele Limongi, who is one of our resident experts. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you tell us how you got into poker?
That was a long time ago, actually. I think it's about 40 years ago or even more. I used to play every card game when I was a kid with my family, my uncles, my cousins, yeah, and then I met poker. I was about 14 and we fell in love straight away, so I never stopped playing. That's about 40 years ago, yeah.
So I'm sure some of our viewers are curious. Can you tell us one of your best poker experience?
Certainly, that was in June this year. When I played my first ever tournament in Vegas. It was a $3,000 buy-in horse, and I finished 4th. So that was actually my best poker result and my best poker experience as well, because I love the game, I love the atmosphere in Vegas, and I think I will play in Vegas many more times.
Can you tell us why you chose to be sponsored by Venice Poker Club?
Well, actually, the main reason why I chose to be sponsored by Venice Poker Club is because I know the people behind. Venice Poker Club, I think they're very good people, very straightforward, and basically I think we can do business together. So that's why I chose it. It's a very serious poker site, yeah. We got the live games, and I liked it at first sight. So I decided that if they accepted my request of sponsorship, I would certainly take it.
During these huge events, these tournaments where you're going to be hours and hours at the table, what do you do to be prepared? I mean, how do you get mentally ready for the event?
Yeah, actually you are prepared before you start the tournament. You already know it's going to be a very long session, so you are mentally prepared for it. And actually, to relax, on every level, I sit out a couple of times, I go to smoke. Because smoking for me is the best relaxation. And I do that also in final tables.
What can you share with us? What advice do you have for young upcoming players?
There is only one which is very important. Never play poker for money if you are not prepared for it. So just take seminars or poker lessons before you actually play on the tables. That means be prepared for it and never play outside your bankroll. That's my suggestion.
So we're now on the final day of the European Masters. You've been here for the past 2-3 days. Can you tell us what you've thought about the venue, the event, the organization?
Well, the venue speaks by itself. It's a very beautiful place, and everybody said that, especially the veranda where the buffet is held. That's very beautifully attracted everybody. Organization is actually very good, very, very good, much better than the organizations who organize Italian tournaments. And for the rest, the casino I already knew. Is a nice casino, is well managed, and so my overall impression is very, very good, and hopefully there will be many more events of this kind in Malta.
And what do you think of Malta as a venue? Does it have potential for the future?
I think so. First of all, the casino is an ideal location for the tournament. Normally the weather is very nice, and this will attract all the players from Scandinavian countries and Northern European countries. And obviously it's good for Malta as well, because it will bring a lot of business to the whole place. I mean, restaurants, hotels. So it's a very good initiative. I think it will go on, and it will be accepted also by the people who are in the business, because I already spoke to some people about Malta being a venue for major events, and they seem to like it.